In this video, we take a look at the 10 most disturbing items found in food and drink products, including delicious maggots, bloody band-aids, and a whole bunch of thoroughly unsatisfied customers. When British woman Zoe Butler opened a convenient can of tasty tuna, ready to gobble down on a quick meal, she was alarmed to find a tiny pair of eyes staring up at her. The can, bought from her local supermarket in Nottingham, contained a weird little creature of mini proportions, which she at first thought to be an intestine or a stomach before pushing it around with a fork. Reflecting with horror on the incident, she told journalists, "I dropped the fork, jumped back, screamed a bit, and shouted for my nan to come have a look." Some experts have speculated that the creature may have been a tongue-eating louse, which could have entered the tuna through its gills before then munching on its tongue. Yummy. Others guess that it might have been some form of young crab. The opinion of Zoe's nan remains unknown. When New York man Ken Vicersa ordered a tasty takeout from Pizza Hut, his portion was so big that he couldn't finish it all in one day. So, like any frugal food lover, he kept some leftovers and saved them for a quick lunch the following afternoon. When the next day came, after chomping through pepperoni, peppers, and some chewy cheese, his teeth then encountered something a little more unusual: a 3-inch band-aid baked right into the crust of his salty snack. The bright blue strip was marked with what seemed to be little droplets of dried blood. When he contacted the Pizza Hut branch from where he bought his pizza, scared that he might have contracted some bloodborne illness, they refused to accept responsibility for the extra topping. After the incident, he told journalists, "It felt kind of like biting into a folded-up piece of plastic. I can't think of anything more disgusting than chewing on a bandage, other than a body part. Fortunately, I didn't swallow it." Lucky for him. If you're in the mood for something quick, greasy, and delicious, you might make your way to a fast food joint and get something speedy to chow down on. When Montpellier man Munir Basai wanted to do just that, he went to a branch of the French restaurant Quick and ordered a bunch of chicken wings. While all of the items in his order were a similar shape and size, one of them was slightly, and unfortunately, a little different. This special surprise was an entire chicken head, deep fried, complete with eyes and beak. While some cultures might consider this a delicacy, Munir, of course, wasn't so delighted. Speaking after the incident, he stated, "I almost bit into it. I thought it was a bone. They offered me free meals, but even if they are free, I don't plan to go back." When Virginia's Kirsta Ray was watching her young son eat a banana, she spotted something which she wasn't expecting. Emerging from the banana was a gooey spider, all caked in ooze, crawling across the table, making his soggy escape. In a Facebook post written just after the arachnid ordeal, she detailed what happened and how it had terrified her and her son. The post reads, "One of my fears just came true. My son was eating his banana that he enjoys peeling himself, and he screams and throws the almost fully eaten banana. Next thing you know, I see legs crawling across my table and some sort of sack on the end of the banana." In the video which she recorded, the spider can be seen dragging its banana booty, accompanied by the fitting soundtrack of worried whimpers from her son. Kirsta later claimed that the leggy situation was absolutely terrifying, not only because she's petrified of spiders, but because the situation could have ended very badly, possibly even deadly, she said. Also claiming, "Thank God it had banana on top of it, making it move so slowly, so I could control the situation and kill it." Another unlucky man who fell victim to the perils of convenience pizza was a Brit who, eager for a quick meal, took his Tesco pizza out of the refrigerator, only to find it covered in maggots, all crawling around and relishing the exciting opportunity of a free pizza buffet. The details of the incident are unknown, but the video speaks for itself.
Tesco, I bought a pizza from you a couple of days ago, and it's for my dinner tonight as I'm working 12 till 11 at night. I got a pepperoni pizza. I didn't expect maggots to be in it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like my meat, but I don't really like maggots on my pizza. I mean, look at it, they're moving. I don't suppose I could have a refund, could I? That'd be great.
Picture the scene. It's New Year's Day. You're an elderly lady from Texas on your way along with your husband to pick up a new tractor. You decide to treat yourself to a Coke and a Milky Way. So far, so good. Then you bite into your Milky Way to find something hard. Maybe it's a peanut. But wait, Milky Way bars don't have peanuts. So what's the crunchy surprise? Sue Calhoun knows how the story ends. When this exact situation happened to her, she discovered a human tooth baked right into her candy bar, complete with a silver filling for added decoration. Speaking about the incident, she said, "Every time I think about it, I kind of get sick to my stomach because I don't know what kind of mouth it came out of." Mars, the maker of Milky Way, then offered her an apology letter along with coupons for free candy bars, perfect for getting her teeth stuck into. Bernadette Belanco was keen for a meaty meal when she dropped into her local Melbourne branch of Coles to pick up a whole chicken. She took it home and cut into it before unfortunately making a disgusting discovery. Inside the chicken wasn't the promise of a protein-packed meal, but rather a big old bunch of worms and maggots. Miss Belanco claims that she immediately returned to Coles to, unsurprisingly, give back the unappetizing offender. According to her recollection of the incident, the employee who dealt with her didn't seem very concerned about the added ingredients. The store assistant didn't even want to look at the chicken and simply threw the chicken in the bin and refunded me, she said. So much for customer service. Bida Poultry, who produced the chicken, said that they suspected the creepy creatures are grains and not maggots. "We are currently investigating the post. The image appears to show grains," they said. We're not so sure. New York resident Barbara Klein is, or was, an avid fan of coconut water, claiming it's all I drink, until she made a dodgy discovery in her Vita Coco. "When I took a big gulp, I swallowed a chunk of something," she said. "It tasted very thick and syrupy. It was disgusting." She then checked to see if she'd accidentally bought a different flavor or an unusual variety, but when she realized that she hadn't, further exploration was required. "After I opened it up, I heard things jingling inside," she said. "And then I thought, that doesn't sound right. I took a knife and I opened it up, and that's when I discovered those octopus-looking things, one of which she had swallowed." She claimed that she immediately vomited. She also told reporters that she had experienced diarrhea and an asthma attack since the torrid events. The Vita Coco company have since claimed that the mysterious addition is simply mold, and that there's no cause for concern, though Klein is intent on suing the company for damaging her health. She told reporters, "I know there is some type of animal in there. I got told it looked like a mouse. I got told it looked like a squid. I got told it looked like a bunch of things. That's why I would like for somebody to get it tested for me that has more authority than me. The results of any expert testing remain unknown." UK resident Amanda Barr bought a 3-liter bottle of Coke from her local supermarket in Eastbourne, keen for a syrupy solution to her thirst. When her partner dutifully poured her a serving of the sugary drink, they found a creepy critter floating in the top of the glass. Amanda said, "Steve came back from the kitchen with 2 glasses and said to me that I probably wouldn't want to drink it." Steve's speculation proved to be correct. The floating intruder was a spider and looked like nothing native to the UK, which left the couple assuming that it must have been bottled along with the beverage. A spokesman for Coke told reporters, "We can understand the distress this incident must have caused. That's why we have arranged to collect the bottle and spider from her so that we can investigate thoroughly this complaint." The spider was unable to be resuscitated. Australian father Peter Oakley was in the mood for a sweet treat, so he bought himself a white chocolate Cadbury Dream Bunny to satiate his cravings. Eager to unwrap his delectable delight, he cracked into the bunny to find an unexpected little gift stowed away inside the bounty. This horrible little surprise came in the form of a used syringe. Peter, who wasn't in need of such a quick fix, took to the internet to comment on his situation. "Keep your eyes out before giving chocolate rabbits to friends or kids," he wrote. "Hopefully the that did this did it only once as a joke. We'll be reporting this tomorrow. I find this terrifying. It might have been the only one, or it could be inside many. Luckily, it was just us adults around the table. It could have been a child." According to Peter, it seems that someone unwrapped the foil, poked the syringe through, then sneakily folded the foil neatly back into place. Certainly less innocent than the contents of a Kinder Egg. Which item do you think was the most disturbing? Thanks for watching. Please leave a rating and subscribe to see more videos like this.